How old were you when you got your first guitar?
Probably about 13. I had, up to that point, been using a little plastic ukulele, which my father had given me, and it was like a plastic little, and he knew a few old English songs, and he taught me like 4 chords, and that was it. No looking back from there, really.
Now, did you know once you got into playing, when you first started to play it, were you like, this is for me, this is what I've been waiting for?
Yeah, I mean, I was a huge fan of like Buddy Holly and Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent. You know, they weren't so well known in the States actually, but they were really big in England. So I was sort of weaned on that, in that kind of rock, you know. I mean, we did that in England. We tended to take a lot of stuff that was coming from America, you know, white rock, black R&B, you know, and they weren't necessarily so popular in the States, especially R&B with, you know, had problems as to where they could play and where they could go, and, you know, somewhat like Mississippi is today, you know. And unfortunately, you know, those artists had a rough time over here, so they would all come over to Europe, and we would learn, glean all the stuff from them, and that's how, you know, Jeff Beck, Eric, and all the great English guitar players, you know, were really weaned on that, on those 3 guys, you know, Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, and Gene Vincent. They just had the attitude, you know, that was missing in England. You know, they had great sort of, they were rockers, you know, they really are, and they really laid the foundation.